So what's the deal with Taylor Swift?
This is the third episode in a row.
Yeah. Well,
we've talked about
the title of this episode is Every Podcast in America Right Now. And that's why we're talking about this, because
why
why her?
Why is she the way that she is?
Why us?
Why us? Why now?
Oh,
dude, we should start a podcast.
We did. We did do that.
Moron, that already happened.
We did that. Yeah, we did that. Yeah, I mean, why Taylor Swift?
You know, we've talked pretty extensively.
Did she come from Disney Channel?
I don't think so.
Was that her beginning? I think it's her beginning. I'm gonna.
I don't think she was a Disney Channel.
Okay, what was?
We'll
Taylor?
see.
What?
Where did Taylor Swift come from?
Hey, I'm just gonna do Taylor's. I wonder if that will work.
I'm sure it will.
Taylor's beginning. Here we go, folks.
This is exciting stuff here on the Recap Podcast.
Okay. Taylor started working with songwriter Liz Rose. I don't know who that is. During 2-hour writing sessions every Tuesday afternoon after school.
That's awesome.
Later, she became the youngest artist signed by Sony and ATV Publishing House. And left the group. Left what group? Oh, she left that group at age 14.
Whoa. That's really young.
She signed a music deal with Sony. Oh, fascinating. I know she was in some Disney Channel, but
really?
Not very much. Yeah.
Like what?
She was in Jonas, I think.
No way.
Yeah, she was Joe Jonas's girlfriend. Joe Jonas was her boyfriend.
I don't think she was in Jonas.
I thought she was.
I don't think so.
Maybe not. Maybe not, dude. I don't know.
Maybe she wasn't I know you're the Jonas Brothers guy, but I'm the Taylor Swift guy.
You're the Taylor Swift guy.
I really don't want that title. But
well, you got it now.
But this isn't going to help my case. I listened to a Taylor Swift album that I hadn't previously.
Why are we talking about Taylor Swift?
Week.
Are we?
It just happened. Yeah, we're just doing it. We're the Taylor Swift podcast.
We're the Taylor Swift podcast. Should that be the name of the episode?
Maybe. People will have to wait and see. Not really, because
I maybe already told them if that's what we go with.
Dang it, Ian.
But they already know.
Start it over.
But they already know,
I know.
Either way.
I listened to Reputation.
Oh.
That's a good album.
Yeah, it's like her rock and roll album.
Yeah. It's got some absolute bangers.
You know what's the worst song on there, though?
Which one?
Delicate.
Yeah, I don't love that one. I really like the opener.
I don't know.
It's called Ready For It.
Are you ready for it?
Good song.
I sound just like her, don't I?
That's pretty good.
Are you ready for it? That was less good.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm going to be done.
We're not going to do the Taylor Swift impersonations.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, it's like they're heavier, little, I don't know, almost some punk to it.
Yeah.
And it's fun. Yeah. I like it.
That's great, man.
So it's my dang it.
It's your on repeat.
I forgot the name of the album. I was going to make a funny joke, but
Reputation.
Yeah, it's my Reputation era. It was okay. It would have been funnier if it was in the moment, but let's just start the podcast now, okay?
Welcome back to the Repack. Welcome back to the Recap Podcast, you guys. I'm your host, Ian.
I'm Colin.
I don't know who this guy is.
He just wandered on.
He doesn't even have a hat on. That's right, you guys. Colin got a haircut. It's not that big of a deal, but it looks great.
Thanks, Ian.
And
that means a lot to me that you'd say that.
Yeah, I actually do love it.
If you can't see my haircut, go watch on YouTube.
Go watch on YouTube and see it. Sorry. Hit the mic with my hat.
Whoops. Maybe you should get a haircut too.
I do need a haircut, but I think I'm going to wait.
Yeah. Growing it out a little bit.
For something.
Like
maybe
what?
I'll just wait for the wedding.
It's a long
but
time.
Do you want a haircut right before your wedding? Maybe 3 weeks before.
Yeah, so it's not quite fresh.
There's always that awkward stage. Yeah. You know? You don't seem to be having that though.
Yours looks
I'm
pretty well versed in haircuts. this
Okay.
point. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, that's real.
It just worked out.
That's real
Yeah.
stuff, dude.
I wasn't gonna get that much cut off. I guess we're talking about my haircut now.
Yeah,
but
where did you go, by the way?
I go? My aunt does it,
Oh, your aunt.
or aunt if you're. It's a controversial topic. We're not going to get into that.
Are you an auntie?
It's not a political
or an
podcast.
auntie?
I generally say aunt, so I would say
Auntie.
auntie. I don't really say auntie though,
Auntie feels
because I'm not
kiddish.
6 years old.
Auntie feels kiddish, yeah.
Yeah,
But auntie also feels kiddish,
Also
but
feels
more
kiddish.
adult.
sure, just slightly though. Maybe like an 8-year-old.
I don't know. I have one aunt that I call auntie, and then the rest of them are just like aunt, whatever, aunt, etc.
Really? I just go at some point. I just started going first name.
Oh, really? Like,
Yeah,
hey,
with
Jack.
aunts and uncles. Yeah, just
Hey-
do it.
hey, Michael.
I just go there.
Hi, Jim.
Like, what's up, Scott?
Scott. Is your uncle's name Scott?
Yeah,
That's awesome. That's awesome.
great guy.
Anyway, I didn't know where I thought I was going somewhere with that, but I can't remember. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, if you can't see his hair, go watch for his hair. We're gonna put a photo of it up on the Facebook
Oh, boy.
group, you guys.
It's gonna be nice.
So if you don't want to go watch the episode, you can go follow the group and see his haircut, because
What's the name of that Facebook group?
the Dexters of the Recap podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Not the Dexters, just Dexters of the Recap.
Did we confirm
podcast.
that? Because you said the same thing
I'm
last
pretty-
week.
I'm-
Last week you were like the Dexters or just Dexters, and we were like one of the two.
I mean, either way, it'll show up.
That's
but,
true.
Um,
We said the same thing last week. We don't have a lot. We don't have a lot of new content this week,
we don't
folks.
have much
we're
to
just,
say.
We're going off last week's outline and just kind of
yeah, it's just Dexters of the Recap podcast.
cool.
It is a public group
It's absolutely
with seven.
poppin'.
Wait, seven.
It's public?
7 members. Yo, dude, we got a new member.
We've had 7 for a while, I think.
Josiah joined. I know this guy.
Oh, nice.
He's one of my closest buddies. Oh,
That's awesome.
that's hype, dude.
Did you say it's a public group?
Yeah.
Well, people don't even need to join to see the photo.
Oh, please join.
Join the
Group.
Just do
if
the
you're
thing.
in there, just click the join button.
While you're there. I mean, you've come all this way.
You've come all this way to see the 4 memes.
They're good memes though.
There's actually only one meme and then one post and then another post of
A few
the
posts.
McDonald's toy, which is hype.
It's a poppin' group.
It's a poppin' group, and we support that group. Okay. Let's dive into the podcast. What do you say?
Let's dive right in.
Yeah.
These are conversations that need to be had.
Yeah. What are they? Just kidding. Just kidding. Colin,
Yeah, Ian.
what'd you do this week?
What did I do this week? To be perfectly honest with you, the main thing I was going to bring up was that Taylor Swift album, and we just dove right
Just
in.
cruised right
with
past
the cold
that.
open.
That was what you did this week, was listen to Taylor Swift?
It was a
You're
good week.
such a
I'm not even
girl.
going to lie to you. It was a pretty good week. Fixed my car.
Oh, what
that-
was wrong with it?
Oh, that was last week, but I'll talk about it this week. Oh, just had a spark plug go bad.
Those are the worst.
So then it just like, yeah, I was on the highway and just all of a sudden it was like, my
Got a little misfire
whole car.
action.
Yeah, I kind of think the whole the cylinder wasn't even firing.
Oh,
Like I got a misfire engine code,
yeah.
but it was shaking hard, and I was like, I
the
don't.
cylinder doesn't fire when there's a misfire.
Well, but sometimes it misfires and keeps going. Like
Oh,
it
yeah.
misses one cycle or whatever in the
Yeah.
in the stroke, but I kind of think it just stopped.
Oh, that's concerning.
Yeah.
Slightly.
I got
my
home.
car is still at the shop.
Is it really?
Yeah. So that sucks.
Are they still missing the part?
Nope. He got the part for the coolant that was leaking, but he needs to replace the water pump also, which I knew about, and that's whatever. But he's like, we're not sure when the last time the timing belt was changed, and he's like, since I'm under here,
While I'm in there,
but like it would eliminate a lot of
Sure,
the
for
labor
sure.
cost because he's already in
Right.
there. The water pump is close to the timing belt on my car, so he's like, it's really probably a good idea to just switch it. And I was like, ugh,
like do it.
it's expensive.
Yeah, cars are fun like that.
Yeah. Anyway, we're not mechanics.
No, I'll pretend though.
Do you think people out there are mechanics and they're listening to this podcast and they're going, "What a bunch of idiots"?
Honestly, I was gonna say no when you said I was just gonna stop you at. Do you think people out there are mechanics?
No.
No, I don't think they exist. That's my hot take. Conspiracy theorist. Mechanics don't really exist.
Just
what do you
people who
think?
call themselves mechanics exist?
I didn't flesh it out any further than that.
Okay.
Honestly, that's all I got.
I think you're wrong.
Well,
I'm going to leave it there.
we can agree to disagree on that one.
That's fine. We do that.
How was your week?
My week was good. I don't really remember much of it. I basically worked.
Nice.
And then I played bass at this event at a church that I kind of got this gig through kind of I'm saying kind of too much. I'm going to stop.
That's okay.
I got this gig through a roundabout way. This worship leader that I've played with a couple times that I know through my worship leader, emailed me out of the blue. And yeah, he emailed me, and the subject of the email was "Come worship" with a question mark. Like,
come worship,
come worship, come worship, come worship, come worship. I'm done.
The comma placement is a big deal there.
There was no comma.
There was no comma?
No. Come. Now is the time to worship.
Nice.
That would have been good if he
Nice.
did that. Come. Now is the time to
I feel like if you're a worship leader, you have to do
worship.
email subject lines that way. You know, it should just always be
Always be a song
a
title.
worship song, yeah.
That's actually
Or a lyric.
That's actually hilarious though. Anybody who did that,
Yeah.
like anybody could do that.
Anybody could do. You don't have to be a worship leader.
You don't
do
have
it.
to be a worship leader
That's
to
a
have
lot of people don't
fun
know that,
subject
but
lines.
you can do it anyway.
Anyway, so I played it. It was a women's conference.
Oh.
So that was. I've played at women.
You played at a women's event.
Yeah, that's what my brother said.
You're such a girl.
Till I waved the cash I made from it in his face.
Nice. You're like, what's that? I can't hear you over broke.
Nice.
Nice.
No, but it was fun.
And your mechanic called you.
Yeah, my mechanic called me and he was like, "Hey, I want more money." Anyway, so that was a fun experience. It's always interesting playing at women's events because they're all different. Mm-hmm. Some of them are like
women?
Yeah, all women are different, but like some of them are over the top. Like we're gonna spend a bunch of money on the food so that they're super impressed with the food or whatever. Mm-hmm. Or some of them are just really raw.
You're saying the events, not the women.
Yeah, the events. Some of them are just really raw and stripped back and just normal events. And this one was kind of somewhere in the middle.
Cool.
I didn't eat the first night. I was there Thursday night and Friday night. Mm-hmm. I didn't eat the first night. I was chilling in the green room after practice. I had about an hour before we went on. I was just sitting there. My phone was dying. I was getting nervous.
Oh, no.
I didn't know what to do. But then I got kicked out of the green room because they were having a small group in there. So I went and sat in like the middle of the lobby.
Oh.
It was awkward.
That's rough.
It was awkward. But you know what? We made it through the night. And I went home. Came in the next day. New drummer. About my age.
Okay.
We clicked. We'd played together a couple times before.
Nice.
So there was a slight like what's the word I'm looking for? Acquaintanceship.
Yeah.
Acquaintanceship?
I don't know.
There was a little bit
Say it
of
with
a
confidence
knowing
and
each
they'll
other.
believe it.
Yeah.
There's some acquaintanceship.
There was some
I'll
acquaintanceship.
say it. I'm not ashamed.
And so we ate with his mom.
Nice.
Yep. And it was good food. It was like pulled pork and some coleslaw.
That's awesome.
Some potato salad, which I'm not a big potato salad guy.
But hey,
what's your opinion on potato salad? How do you feel about it?
I mean, it's all right.
It's a good excuse to eat mayonnaise, I guess.
I'm always looking for an excuse to eat mayonnaise.
My fiance sent me a reel today that said, sometimes I make a sandwich just because I want an excuse to eat mayonnaise.
That's so weird.
I'm like,
I really don't like mayonnaise that much.
I don't love it that much.
I like potato salad when my mom makes it. Yes.
I knew you were gonna say that.
There's just some foods that are like,
Said every person.
they're
ever.
pretty good when it's your own mom that makes it, and then anyone else is just like, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, most of my mom's soups, I feel that way about.
Yeah.
Unless I like go to Panera.
Sure,
Panera has great food. It's overpriced, but it's great food.
it's okay food,
Dude, have you heard about the Panera Sip Club?
dude. Where have you been the past 2.5 years?
Really?
Yeah, like 3 years. I feel like that was like COVID.
My brother got the Panera Sip Club, and he loves it. And I've just figured out that it is every 2 hours. The holiday sip and save is once a day.
Right. For those you don't know, you pay like a monthly fee.
Yeah.
And you get unlimited drinks.
Yeah. You can also do yearly. He did yearly.
Gotcha.
$100 for the year. And you get unlimited drinks, any size, any drink. So he can get like iced coffee or teas or whatever,
right.
hot coffee or tea, every soda, any size, anything you want.
Wait. So you're not saying like just some sizes, right?
Exactly.
Okay, but surely you're limited to just like some kinds of drinks.
No, any drink.
Okay, but it's not multiple times in one day, right?
Every 2 hours.
Every 2 hours.
Yeah.
But like, I'm done.
So theoretically, you could get up to 12 drinks.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
It's good math. Quick math.
Thank you. I'm a carpenter. For now. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting.
That is interesting.
And it's great. It's actually sweet because it's used through your phone number, so you can just tell anybody to go get it, and you can share it super easily.
That's the same way the holiday one was.
Yeah, but it's once a day,
right?
Which is not.
And it is
good.
fun because it's like if you know somebody, like someone you know has it, you can just go take their drink.
That's not fun at all.
It's kind of fun. I've never done it, but
You're evil.
in theory, one could.
Okay.
I've never done it.
I've never done it. I've only thought about it. All right, should we move on to some meat?
Sure.
Some meat of the podcast. Some succulent meat. What? I don't know. Okay. Dexter's DMs, everybody. We're back at it. Dexter's DMs. I did not put out a questionnaire this week.
You didn't.
If you missed it, tell me how much you missed it. Because the reason I didn't is because we have some stuff from last week that we never got around to. Remember last week when Colin cut us off so rudely and said, we're not going to keep going.
And we're done with the podcast.
And we're done with the podcast. Love you. No, I'm just kidding. We're not done.
I did do that though. Yeah.
Okay. First question comes from your boy, not my boy, or not.
Someone's boy.
He's a great guy.
Great guy.
And his question is, what is the essential ingredient / preparation to make or break a cheeseburger? Now, I'm just going to go ahead and answer this for the both of us. It's obviously cheese.
Because if not,
it's not a hamburger then.
Nice.
It's a hamburger then. Guys, I love the food questions. We get
we've
so
really
many
become
questions about food. It's like at some point or another, didn't I say this just like 2 weeks ago? At some point or another, we will always be talking about fast food.
Yeah. I don't know when the last episode we had that we didn't talk about fast food was. Do you think there's been one? Maybe one of the earlier ones.
I think maybe the boys are back in town. We didn't.
Yeah, that's a classic episode.
I would say
one of our top episodes.
Is it? Sweet.
In terms of like views / downloads.
Yeah. It's a great episode. I miss those guys. Anyway, it looked like you were going to say something.
No, sorry. Just making about to say
so
something.
What is the essential ingredient to make or break a cheeseburger? I think the funny / immediate answer is cheese.
Right. But putting that aside, assuming it already has the standard cheeseburger stuff,
bun, cheese.
We'll just say bun, cheese, and patty.
Bun, cheese, patty. I don't know that you could do a lot in terms of ingredients to act. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry.
You got a text?
Yeah, I got a text.
I don't know if it'll come through there.
It's coming through. I can hear it.
But I think it's set to your sound output put on the headphones. I don't think it'll.
I think I set the output to. Are we back?
We're back.
We're back.
Sorry about that, guys. Ian just screwed everything up.
I just messed it all up. It's all good though. We're back at it. And we're back to right into the question.
Yes.
Okay. The essential ingredients to make or break a cheeseburger. Okay, if we're assuming that we have bun cheese patty, I don't think
is it ingredient or ingredients?
It says ingredient.
Oh shoot! Wait,
I don't think that there's much you can do ingredients wise to break the cheeseburger. Okay, because you already have bun patty cheese.
I don't know if it's saying make or break as in like if it's there it makes it, if it's not there breaks it. Is that where we're going with? Or are you saying like something that could screw it up by it being there?
That's what I'm thinking. Something that could screw it up by being there. I don't know. Okay, here's my.
I interpret it more as what's something that if it's good, it's good. If it's a bad one of those, like a good tomato versus a bad tomato. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is that if you have bun patty cheese, you have a good cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Okay. Things to enhance that burger experience, ketchup.
Yes.
Amen. Okay.
I might include that as a default, honestly.
Hey, you maybe could. But would you include mustard?
No.
You wouldn't include mustard.
I don't.
But I think some people would.
Some people would.
I think, but because this is our podcast,
we'll do whatever the heck we want.
I think we both just enjoy ketchup. So, okay, default cheeseburger is bun, ketchup, cheese patty.
Yes.
Bun, ketchup, cheese patty, bun.
I've always said that.
I've always said that.
That'd be a good t-shirt.
I've always said that.
No, just
that'd be a good soundbite.
Bun, whatever you just said.
Oh, bun,
just
ketchup,
those
cheese,
words.
Bun, ketchup,
like
cheese patty,
in a
bun.
list. Yeah.
Bun, ketchup, cheese patty, bun. And then at the end it just says, I've always said that. Anyway, we have all these great shirt ideas, but nobody wants merch.
Nobody wants it.
We've asked you guys twice to let us know if you want it, so obviously nobody wants it. Things to enhance the burger after that, assuming we're not, like, let's just assume we're not
We're making a lot of assumptions
at McDonald's, okay? This is a home.
That's a bold assumption.
This is a home style cheeseburger,
Yep.
Okay?
Okay.
Bacon. Bacon enhances that burger for me. Okay. Number 2, a little bit of caramelized onion. Okay. Number 3, and honestly, at that point, I would probably be done. Maybe some barbecue, just a smidge of barbecue sauce, but then I would be done. Now, if we're going over the top,
as we do,
I would lose the buns.
Oh my gosh.
Now we're looking at more like a hamburger steak style. Okay.
Right.
I'm talking patties, cheese, bacon, caramelized onion, sauteed mushroom, ketchup, blue cheese, barbecue sauce.
Let us know. Did Ian just describe the worst burger of all time? Or is it only like the second or third worst?
Guys, that's so good. It's so good. You can't even with me.
I can so even.
I can and I will. And
I will even. I did even.
I can and
I
will.
will continue to even. That's nasty, dude.
Oh, it's good stuff, dude.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I would do to improve the default is I would add some of your favorite things, some tomatoes and some pickles.
Yuck to both of those.
But those are just not yuck.
Ick to both of them. Ick.
We're too early in the podcast to argue like this. This is like 50-minute mark stuff.
No, what are we?
We're at like 20, 24.
All right. Whoa.
I don't know for sure because, you stopped recording partway through, so that screwed everything up.
It's okay. So that's like in terms of ingredients, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Preparation.
Oh boy. How do you want it cooked?
You should go first.
Are you saying like how it's cooked?
You go first.
Okay. I want it cooked medium.
Okay, how it's cooked and the way in which it's cooked.
I don't care.
What?
I don't know enough to care.
I'm talking like oven, grill, microwave.
I mean, grill. Well, not microwave.
That would break it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Make or
I see
break.
what you're saying. Grill is probably best.
I would, yes.
And I want it some lots of pink, maybe a hair of some red.
Oh, wow.
Not quite red, because I hear that's not good with burgers.
With hamburger.
Yeah.
It
not,
can
not
be
good for you. Like it's fine with steak, but with
like
I don't really know why. I don't really care, but keep it safe, everybody.
Just the way it's processed.
I'm not recommending you consume undercooked meat. I would never do that. I personally
wouldn't.
I like it kind of. I wouldn't do it, but
I do.
But I do.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Pink, medium burger is the best way to go. I would also say that grill, but flat top grill.
Okay.
Got to seal those juices, man. Get that crispiness on the outside. A little bit of a char. How thick is your desired burger?
Desired burger. That's a good question.
Because like the ones that you make at home, tend to be thicker than like a fast food joint.
That is correct.
Right?
Yeah. I would say, I mean, like what? A pretty thick burger, not like.
Okay, got it.
I don't know.
Compare it to something that you can think of the size of, or
Like
use
the
use an
thickness
inch.
of maybe less, about a quarter.
Quarter inch.
I was gonna say like a quarter, like not like a quarter turned on its side. But like,
okay. So like 3/4 of an inch.
yeah, seems like a pretty good.
You're close to pretty close to an inch.
Yeah, maybe I don't know, like a standard third to half pound burgers is pretty dang good.
Okay. All right. I could get behind that. I think that my preference would be probably closer to like a half inch, 5/8.
A little thinner. Okay.
Little thinner. I like it. Okay. You see the knob on my amp?
Yeah,
Yeah, about that thick.
that's pretty thin. I don't know.
A little thicker than that, but about that thick.
Yeah,
It's just a hair above like a McDonald's.
I will tell
quarter
you,
pounder.
a burger that's too thick is not
Not
the
good,
way to go.
because it turns into almost like a ball.
yeah, and it's just like you get for the first few bites you get just bun.
Yeah. Ugh.
And then you get one bite that's like
Ugh.
just meat. It's like, okay, this
I
is
don't
not
like it.
proportioned correctly.
I'm honestly just cringing thinking about it. It's so bad.
It's pretty bad.
So there you go.
So that's burgers.
Make or break cheeseburger talk for you. Next up, Elijah asked us to say his name.
Yeah, that's what he said.
He said to say it, so he said it.
If you tell us to say something, we'll say it.
Literally
anything. I don't care how offensive. I don't care. Whatever you say to us to say, we'll say it. We might bleep it, but we'll say, you can rest assured we will say it.
Somebody told me to say this.
They're gonna see your mouth not moving, but I'll cover your mouth with like a black bar because we don't want them to see your lips moving.
Right.
They don't want. Yeah.
We don't want them to see what I just said.
That's canceled. Cancelability right there.
Yeah. Anyway.
We don't want to get demonetized.
Yeah.
There goes my livelihood.
There goes my livelihood. Okay, so Elijah wants us to say, or no, his question was, if you could live in any store, what would it be for the rest of your life? Okay.
So I can't leave that store for the rest of my life. Or wait, is that just my house?
Let's say you have to spend. Okay, I'm gonna give you a scenario.
Yeah,
it's a pretty big scenario. Okay. You sleep at the store.
Yep.
You shop at the store. You work at the store.
Okay. Does that
and
mean
curfew is 11 o'clock? So
Okay.
like between 5 and 11, you're allowed to go places, but you need to be back at the store by 11.
right? Because I work until 5. You're saying,
Yep.
or I could, in theory, leave early morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
But work starts at 7, so
Okay.
that's an early morning. It's 10-hour day.
It's 10-hour day. Oh my goodness.
10-hour shift. We're talking 50 hours a week.
Okay.
And weekends, you stay.
You stay. Let me ask you one follow-up question. And I can only shop at this store exclusively?
Not exclusively, no.
So some of my small allotment of leaving time I can use to shop elsewhere.
You could use to shop at places if you like doing
Do I
that.
get a discount on the products at the store?
10%.
Ooh, that hurts.
Pretty small employee
That's pretty
discount.
small.
I mean, honestly,
So what this
honestly, you should probably be checking the online deals because they may be better than your employee discount.
for real. I feel like do employees usually get the deals on top of their employee discount or have to pick one or the other? I feel like they get them on top of it.
I don't know the answer to that, but I do know that a friend of mine, he's going to a retreat at the camp that I worked at, and he registered for it, and he put staff in the promo box and got $100 off. And I'm so.
I should try writing that sometimes.
He said I do it. I just did it out of habit. I do it to all my websites that I shop at. He said I type in staff or staff 10.
Dude, that's a life hack right there. It's just
For real.
every time I go somewhere and I see a promo box, I immediately open a new tab and search like that website promo code. Just the other day, I was buying something and I got like, I think 10% off.
Yeah.
Just from, and it was a fair amount of money. So it's like, dang.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, the store.
store.
So really what it comes down to is somewhere you'd like to work and sleep.
Yep. And shop at.
But you can shop elsewhere.
I mean, you can, but.
So it'd just be convenient because you'd be already there.
Right.
I mean.
And, like, who's going to know if while you're sleeping there, you just.
It's like, whoops. I just pocketed that. But where
But
you
could,
it?
But because you work there, you can, like, check stuff out for yourself.
I mean, not if it's consumable. Like food.
Yeah, you can.
You can just take it?
Well, go to the register, pay for it.
Yeah, but you'd have to pay for it still.
Well, yeah, but you can just pay for it yourself. It's not like middle of the night. Oh, I want some ice cream.
Right.
Just gonna go buy it. Oh,
Yay,
cool. I
cool.
don't have to go to the store. Literally just can.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. I mean, isn't Walmart's the move here, right?
No, it's not the move.
Here's my two. I'm going between like a Walmart because it's got everything.
It doesn't have everything.
I mean, it's got pretty close to everything.
It doesn't have everything.
Okay, Ian. My only other
it has a lot.
My only other possible answer would be like a furniture store.
Okay, why?
Because you've just got a nice bed.
Yeah,
you know,
there's beds at Walmart.
Is there
some Walmarts?
Yeah, you have to find a good Walmart. Obviously,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you just pick your local Walmart.
No,
Gosh, no,
never.
Don't hear me say that you'd pick your local Walmart because that's not what I said.
Because that is not.
You're finding a bougie Walmart.
Bougie.
But yeah, because the only reason you choose Walmart is because they've got a lot of stuff, but you're only getting 10% off.
I wouldn't choose Walmart.
So that's what draws me to the furniture store. Is it's like at the end of the day, aside from that 10% discount and I guess the convenience of already being there, really what I'm looking for is a comfortable bed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at. What about you? What are you thinking?
See, I think I would go with Sam's Club.
Okay. Similar vibe to Walmart.
Similar vibe, same owners.
Same owners.
Actually.
Mm-hmm.
The reason is, one, I used to think about this question
Okay.
literally all the time. When that's not
literally
true.
all
literally
like, not a
every
moment would pass
second
by
of the day
that he didn't think about.
I was thinking about where would I live if it was a store. No, that's not true. But every time I was in Sam's Club, because we're a Sam's Club family, not a Costco family. Okay,
Ooh.
I'll just say it. I'll be
I'll
honest
say
with you guys. I'll even say that. No, I'm just kidding.
We said we'll say anything.
Yeah,
I was not prepared for that though.
I know. So when we used to go to Sam's Club, or when I used to go with the Sam's Club for the weekly 2-week grocery order, whatever it was, I used to be like, wow, wouldn't it be awesome to live here? It'd be so sweet. You'd just be like, oh,
What specifically draws you to it?
I want a donut. I like the warehouse vibe.
You like the warehouse vibe?
I do like the warehouse vibe.
Makes me feel cold just thinking.
It
about
is cold. It's a cold place.
It's a cold world out there.
But they have samples.
They do have samples.
like
I mean,
like there's like 2 grocery stores in the world that have samples. Sam's Clubs and Costco. And I just grew up going to Sam's Club. So
yeah.
why wouldn't you want a sample? Like I
it'd
don't
be kinda
understand
cool.
people. I don't understand people who don't shop at Costco and Sam's Club. There's literally samples, you guys.
I don't know if people realize, but there's samples.
They let you sample the food.
They just give it to you.
Don't you want a sample?
It's not like, oh, I have to pay for this. No, it's free.
Do you think you're too good for a sample?
Is that what you think?
Do you think you're not good enough because they gave it to anybody?
I'm like, you don't think like anybody? No, anybody.
Anybody, dude. I mean, you have to have a membership. Maybe that's why people don't shop there. It's like, oh, I don't want to get a membership.
Yeah, it pays itself off though, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. The savings are outrageous.
Outrageous,
especially at Costco. The gas. Stop
Ian.
it.
Stop.
Literally stop.
Please.
All I'm saying is that Sam's Club's the obvious answer. I mean, the sushi at Sam's Club. You could probably get the sushi for free because
just take it.
Goodness. I wonder what they do with that sushi at the end of the day. Now I'm like, yo, maybe I should just go work at Sam's Club.
Let me run this idea by you. You know, they got those crazy high shelves.
Yeah.
It closes, right? You find a forklift. You build yourself like a freaking fort at the top of one of those things. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine
the fort?
And the best part is in this fantasy world, they close at 5.
Well, I honestly probably closer to 4 because you got to close down.
Yeah, everybody
out
out
at 5.
Everybody out at 5, dude.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. Maybe we should make this happen.
Maybe we should.
If we get to 1 million followers, we will spend the night in Sam's Club. That's not true, but
Let's
maybe
make it true.
It's my truth that this is going to happen, and it's going to be.
If we get to 1
so
million
good.
followers on Instagram, okay, 1 million followers on Instagram, we will spend the night we will attempt to spend the night in Sam's Club.
Mm-hmm.
We'll document it all on our stories. Maybe put it together.
Maybe a special video.
Maybe a vlog.
And then we'll be vlogging. We'll have to be.
Then we'll just be vlogging.
We'll be at 1 million. I mean, come on. No one gets to 1 million without vlogging. I
Really?
said that weird. Vlogging.
Do you think that's true?
I have no idea. I'm just saying
Anyway,
things.
you guys, that's
The things I say on this podcast aren't true. You got to understand that.
There you go.
I just say things.
Okay. So you have that to look forward to if we can get to 1 million followers on Instagram.
So tell your friends.
Take your mom's phone
Take.
and follow
All right,
us.
buddy. All right, buddy. Take your mom's phone.
Open Instagram.
Follow us.
And follow us. All right. Well, that has been Dexter's DMs.
Thanks, Dexter.
Pretty light Dexter weekend, or week.
Weekend. I don't know about that.
Pretty light Dexter week, but that's okay. Dexter always comes through. You know, we didn't have a question from Dexter this week.
Oh boy, we might have to rename the segment.
Slacking Dex. Moving on to a brand new segment that we introduced last week, but never actually did.
Yes, that is accurate.
Tate's Talks, you
Tate's
guys.
Talks.
Tate's Talks.
I keep wanting to call it Tate's Tots.
Tate's Tots.
Yeah.
We do call him Tater Tot.
Ah, nice.
Should we call it Tate's Tots? No.
We'll think about it.
No. Tate's Talks.
Nope.
Didn't we have, what was the thing that we were talking about his wife doing? I just am trying to remember
Carly's
the name.
Conundrums.
Carly's Conundrums. We didn't get those. Anyway,
not to throw you under the bus.
Not
but
to throw you under the bus, Tate, but that didn't end up coming through. It's all good. Don't even stress about it. I know you guys are busy. Tate's Talks. Here we go.
Talks.
Colin, would you like
Ian.
to read
Yeah, let me just
the
get
message
it.
that I
Let
sent
me get
you?
it pulled up here.
I sent it over to Colin. He said, might be a good idea to share this one with Colin because I think it takes some thought.
This is a deep thinker.
It
took
is a
me-
deep thinker.
Took me a whopping 3 seconds to think of the answer, but that's okay.
It took Colin 3 seconds to think of the answer. I think we have a different answer.
That's awesome. I can't wait to argue with you on this.
We probably don't have
The
it.
question was, if you could own any currently established country in the world, which one would you own and why? Mine's going to be what is also known as the greatest country on earth.
Answer it in the form of Jeopardy.
Okay. What is the United States of America?
Nice.
That's my answer.
Why?
How about you? It's the best country.
Why?
Why? I think it's got a lot of things going for it in terms of why I'd like owning it.
Have you seen that? Okay, never mind. Keep going.
Just in terms of like general size, it's a pretty giant country. There's bigger.
Big country. It's one of the bigger ones.
Yeah. I mean, Russia's bigger. But you know what Russia doesn't
China's
have?
bigger.
China's not bigger in terms of like land mass.
Is it not?
I don't think so. You Google that while I talk.
I'm almost positive that's true.
Yeah, I said you Google it. I don't know why I'm Googling it. But it also has just like a crazy wide variety of like climates, you know? Like we've got here, which is freezing cold all the time, except for like a couple months. Then you've got
It's about 2.2% bigger than the United States.
What? That's shocking.
Yep.
Ugh. I keep my original stance. But anyway, we've got a very wide variety of climates, you know?
Yep.
I mean, we've got all the way like Alaska.
Alaska, dude.
Pretty chilly. Pretty
And
chilly.
then I bet you're going to say Hawaii next.
We've got Hawaii. The two not connected ones.
The two connected ones.
Two crazy places. That's not true. There's lots of crazy places, which is part
Utah.
part of the fun.
Ohio.
We got Utah.
Ohio's not
If
real.
you're into polygamy, that's cool. You know.
Okay, dude. It's cool in Utah.
Should we stereotype every state?
let's start with Alabama. Incest. I'm just kidding.
Classic.
Okay, yeah, so I understand your reasoning behind that.
Great place too, just in general. Great country.
Yeah, sure.
The best. The best.
It's a good country.
What's your crazy stance?
I mean, for lack of like knowledge on it.
Yeah. Are you Googling what's the best country?
No.
And you've had so long to think about this. Why are you?
Just because I haven't had that long to think about it. I've had the question, but I haven't thought about it.
And you don't have an answer.
I think based on which country I want to visit.
Okay.
Not based on anything.
Just the one you want to go to right now.
Yeah.
He's chewing on his headphone cords. That's not a good sign.
I would just say like Greenland.
Greenland. I was gonna react the same way to every single country.
I would just say Greenland. Because you know why? I feel like Greenland's low key, low profile. Maybe Ireland.
And you could just chill there.
Maybe Scotland.
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 All right. Scotland.
Maybe Scotland.
What the bloody
Scotland
heck
would be
you
cool
doing?
actually to own or to like live in all the time.
Oh, that's the other thing that's interesting about this question. It's like own, you know?
Yeah. How do you own a country?
Well, and it's like, what would my purpose be in owning it? What's the strategy for making, like, what would your process look like for picking the best country to own? You know, I just was like, which country I think is best, you know, but I don't think that's what the question's asking.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, maybe you're picking the one that's easiest to defend military wise. Maybe you're picking the one that's, I just don't know, you know, because nobody owns a country. Right. So it's a completely new system and it's hard to even imagine what that would look like.
Right.
And what you'd want for that.
Right.
Maybe you'd want like the smallest country, so it'd be the easiest to manage.
Yeah. I don't know. It's an interesting question. I just picked Greenland because I think that they're low key and chill. I could probably pick a different one that's smaller. But no, Greenland's a good size though because people don't screw with them because they don't screw with other people.
Which one's Greenland? Greenland's
the cold one.
Is the cold one.
Yeah.
Iceland's the green one.
Iceland's green.
Greenland's got ice. Iceland's got green. Yeah.
So stupid. Just trade names, you guys.
Please do it.
At this point, you can't actually because everybody just knows that Greenland is cold and Iceland is not. My brother and sister-in-law almost went to Iceland for their honeymoon. COVID
Really?
shut them down, but they were going to go to Iceland.
They tried.
How cool is that?
That's pretty cool.
It's a cool honeymoon idea. I think I'm just going to go on a cruise.
Cruises are pretty cool.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're leaning towards. But who actually knows
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
When the day's over, at the end of the day.
And you close your eyes to sleep at the end.
You don't know where he's going. I don't know where you're going.
I don't even know where I'm going. I'm going to heaven.
Amen.
All right. Well, that's everything. That's everything we have for you this week. No, I've been keeping things from you, Colin.
Oh, yeah.
There's a second question.
Oh,
and I deleted it out of the text I sent you.
Son of a gun.
Yep. I want you to just for a second look at the text I sent you.
Yeah.
And it says, we were playing hot seat tonight at youth group.
I noticed
I came up with
this.
You noticed what?
Well, he says, I came up with this question I'd love to hear on the recap podcast. And then it says number 1 and has the question we asked.
Oh, you noticed the one.
I just did now for the first time.
Oh, you just did now? Well, I want you to know that the original one says, I came up with these 2 questions.
Nice.
And I changed it.
Nice.
Oh, I'm so good.
Nice.
And the second question is this.
And you just wanted my
I want you raw and right away. Okay? I don't want you to think about it. I just want you to go. Just go. All right? Are you ready? Are you ready? Yep. Okay. You can only eat 3 specific cuts or ways meat is prepared for the rest of your life. Which 3 would you choose and why? Example, Tate would choose grilled chicken breast, A5 Wagyu steak, and brisket. Go.
Steak,
5.
burger, and however a Chick-fil-A
3,
sandwich
2,
is cut.
Fried chicken.
Okay.
Fried chicken breast.
That.
Wow.
Thanks.
Wow. Way to go, you guys. Applause.
I'm pretty good at podcasting. I didn't like that question that way. I think it would have been more interesting if you would let me think about it.
Do you want to think about it for a second?
No, I would stick with those answers probably.
I honestly, your last one shocked me actually. However, Chick-fil-A sandwich is prepared.
I couldn't think of a different answer
or a better answer.
Yeah, I still can't. Actually, yeah, I do pulled pork.
Oh, that's a good one.
Chicken is probably my poultry in general is like my least favorite meat, I'd say.
Yeah.
So I'm a big beef is number one. Maybe pork. Pork and then chicken, turkey.
And then what? Keep going.
That's all I got. Those are the main ones I eat.
How many can you name? Rodent? You could name rodent.
I could.
You could eat rodents.
You could.
What's stopping you?
My pride.
All right, guys.
All right. If we get to 2,000 followers.
What is stopping you from eating mice that you catch in your house? It's a free meal. They're just coming in there. It's like you're baiting them.
Well, they're nasty.
I mean, for one thing, I hope you don't have very many mice coming into your house because you got other issues.
I don't know if I've ever had one that we've found.
You have a newer house, though. I mean, it's not that newer, but
yeah.
It's was built in
I don't know.
the 90s, probably.
That sounds accurate. The people that had it before us, I think, built it.
Yeah, it's probably built in the 90s. That would be my guess.
90s or early 2000s.
Yeah, if you have an older home, like stuff just shrinks, like the wood just shrinks, gaps open up. It doesn't take much for a mouse to get in. Anyway, we don't have very many mice in this house, but we have caught a few.
Nice.
And all I'm saying is they just come right in there and they go right to that trap and they whack, and then they're dead.
They're dead.
It's like, oh, let me just grab this and roast it over the fire really quick.
Well, a couple things I think. Number one, I think what you're looking for is it's like culturally not something we do.
Why?
Just because that's how things work. And it's and I think more
that's
practically
not a good reason.
It's not a lot of meat.
That's true.
There'd be a lot of work for
a lot of work for little reward. Can you imagine if you went to a restaurant and mouse was on the
Yeah, that'd be nasty.
I would like 3 mice prepared with the garlic seasoning.
And I think mice are just not very clean.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess
I've heard that rats are super clean animals.
Yeah, that sounds like the kind of bull crap that someone would say just to like
get you to like rats.
No, just to go against what sounds right.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just what I've heard. I have no evidence for it, but I've heard that rats are very cleanly animals.
That sounds
clean
so
animals.
made up. But
maybe it's just like
even if they are clean, they're nasty.
What's the word when you like pet something or like make something into a pet?
I don't know.
Domesticated.
Like domesticated.
Did I
rats.
describe that well?
Yeah.
When you make something into a pet, you domesticate it.
Yes.
Maybe just domesticated rats are clean.
Sure. Like a pet rat.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I just don't know.
All I'm saying is you could eat rodent. My answer to this question, I'm really, really, really liking Tate's answer to this question. Grilled chicken breast, A5 Wagyu steak, and brisket. I think that I would change brisket to pulled pork though, like
pulled pork's good.
Barbecue pulled pork.
And
also we're just gonna
party. Pork.
Well,
but a little better.
We're just gonna assume though that like every version of this is the best version ever because it's the only thing you get to eat for the rest of your life. So it's a grilled chicken breast, grilled to perfection, A5 Wagyu steak, pan seared and basted to perfection, and the best pulled pork you've ever had in your life. None of that like, oh, there's fat in that piece. Like a little fat is good, but like, that
was all fat.
That whole piece was fat. I just don't like it.
Been shooting for 10 minutes now. This is disgusting.
I just don't like it when that happens. Dude, why do people do that?
Wait a second.
I'm just kidding.
That leads us right in. I'm also kidding.
That leads us right into our last segment of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, my second 2 answers were honestly just something to say that wasn't burger because that's what I just eat every time.
I like burgers, but I can live without them.
Oh, Ian.
I'm more of a chicken sandwich guy, dude. I like the chicken better.
Right.
I like fast food chicken better than I like fast food burgers, and you can't change my mind. Also, now that we're just talking about fast food again,
we don't have to though.
Do you want me to stop?
A little bit.
I was talking to some of my friends about Burger King, and it's not that bad.
Do you have it?
I've had it before.
Oh, what do you mean?
Everybody freaks out about Burger King. Ew, Burger King.
We just did like 2 weeks ago, and you were all in on the freaking out about Burger King.
Was I?
Yeah.
Was I?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever I said, I take it back. It's not that bad.
Because someone else convinced you.
The Burger King. No, they didn't really convince me. We were just in mutual agreement. The Burger King by my house, bad. So bad. Other Burger Kings, not bad. Good burgers, really good chicken, awful fries. They'll always have terrible fries. But good burgers and good chicken. Their chicken sandwich is infinitely superior to a McChicken.
Okay. That's fine.
Colin doesn't want to talk about it. That's okay.
No, I don't. I
That's okay.
have no stance on their. I've never had their chicken.
Can we get it sometime?
We could. Chicken's like my least favorite meat.
Oh,
so
have you had a McChicken?
Yeah. But it was the worst mistake of my life.
Oh,
because I lost out. I lost out on a burger.
Yes, I didn't get to have a burger. I personally would like to see a blind taste test for Colin's burgers between a few different restaurants.
Dude, I'd be able to spot the McDonald's one.
What if we
one bite.
What if we swapped the buns though? Do you think you could still?
I'd be able to get the McDonald's one because the whole thing would be like less than a quarter inch. I'm talking bun and all. It'd be smushed in there in that bag, and you just wouldn't even know.
I'm saying blindfolded. I get to like the test is the patty.
You're saying it's just patty. I don't know. What's the point then?
What do you mean?
A burger is not just the patty. A burger is the whole experience.
That's true. I just feel like it'd be too easy to tell. Because the McDonald's is like one of the only fast food burgers that doesn't come with sesame seeds on it.
Is it?
I think most other places
we could do
seeds.
like the flagship burger of everywhere. So we do like a quarter pounder.
I think it'd be a Big Mac.
I know,
we
but I don't like Big Macs so much.
I don't either. Okay, so we could do like a quarter pounder. We could do
a
Whopper, and
whatever Wendy's.
It would be a Baconator, but without the bacon.
So
that would give it away.
Right. I'd be interested.
What else could we do? Arby's doesn't have burgers,
but they have the
roast
meats.
Beef. I don't understand that. How does Arby's survive?
No one really knows.
It's a roast beef sandwich. When did we start doing like cold cuts but hot at?
When did we start pretending Arby's was good?
I don't know if anybody ever has though. But it's not that bad. Like
it's not that bad, but it's like you've got McDonald's right near it. Why are you going to Arby's?
Yeah, because it's not like it's cheaper.
No.
Arby's, yeah, I don't know. I worked with a guy for a while that had Arby's a lot, and he was like, "It's so good," and I'm like,
"It's just not."
But it isn't. You're wrong.
It's fine.
Anyway, so that would be fun to do.
Yeah,
maybe not for the podcast, but just for the two of us.
Let's save that thing I wanted to add, the new segment, for next week because we're almost done. I mean, we're over an hour.
We're over an hour right now, guys.
Do you want to do the last segment, or you want to call it?
I want to do it. I want to do it because we've been putting it off for so long.
We have. We're bringing it back.
Why do people do that?
Why do they do that?
Why do people do that? I think this is actually
if you're why do people do that is people arguing about
why do people argue about restaurants? No, I'm just kidding. I think this is the first one in season 2.
I think we had one.
Okay. Anyway, did somebody just knock at the door?
No, that's sorry. That was tippy tappy.
Okay.
Thing.
Here's my why do people do that for the day.
It.
I'm gonna pick my best one here.
You got a list.
Why do people double honk to like say hello or goodbye?
Really? That's the. This will be fun. We'll argue about this one.
Will we?
Make your case.
It's pointless. It's not necessary, and I wish people wouldn't do it. It's like the little beep beep, like hi, hello. It's like, dude, just roll down your window and say hello.
Okay, so you don't want them to do it, you don't want them to honk at all. You're not saying just lay on the horn. You're saying just don't honk.
Don't honk. That's not. I don't think. I think the purpose for a horn is to be used when a voice won't do. Mm-hmm. Okay, like driving down the highway. If you need to honk your horn, right? You can't stick your head out and yell. That's not going to work. That's what the horn's there for. but it wouldn't work. That's what the horn's there for, right? The horn is not meant to say goodbye. It's not what it's for.
No one's using it to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Using it to say hi.
I use it to say goodbye. I do this.
You do this.
I do this. I do this thing. Okay?
Well, I think we can acknowledge
I'm not proud of it.
That probably 90% of the time the horn is used, it doesn't need to be used.
90 is a stretch
because
but it happens
when,
a lot. Yes.
Like in driver's ed, when you're learning about it, it's like, okay, it's for when someone's like in danger. Like if it's like someone's going to cut you off and like running, like someone's didn't check their blind spot and they're about to cut you off. That's a good time to honk. It's like, hey, I'm here. Don't hit me.
A good time, not the only good time.
Sure.
But yeah.
But more often than not, someone just honks because they're mad.
Yeah.
Which I'm not saying I've never done. I'm not saying
I've ever done it.
I'm not saying I don't think you should. I'm just saying that's not necessary, you know?
True. But
I like the double honk.
you do.
I do.
Why though? Why do you do it? Why do I do it?
I don't often
Why
do
do
it.
we do this?
Because I don't want to roll down. I try to avoid rolling down my windows when I don't have to.
Yeah, I know you're weird about that.
Just because I've had problems in the past with like getting vertical lines on my window tint from like.
Oh, you have window tint.
Yeah.
That's illegal. Is it illegal tint?
Window tint is not illegal.
Is your tint illegal?
I'm not going to incriminate myself, or
So,
I'm not going to
yes.
say anything on the podcast that could
My
potentially
grandpa's
be
calling me. Innocent people don't say no. Innocent people don't plead the fifth.
I'm not pleading any fifth. I'm just.
You're refusing to answer.
I actually, you know what? I bought the car with the tint on it. I haven't gotten it checked. I don't know what the percentage is.
What's your guess? What's your guess?
I'm not going to say a number. I'm not.
Are you guessing that it is illegal?
I'm going to say that, as far as I know, my tint is at a legal level.
Okay. All right.
That's what I'm going to leave it at.
I'm just going to say that. Okay.
But I'm not going to. If I see someone I know, they're there in their car with their windows up. I'm in my car with my windows up, and it's like, oh hey, beep beep. That's easy. If I roll down my window and yell at them, they're not going to hear me. Their windows are up. And I'm just not going to yell. That's just dumb.
Dude, I'm like, okay, maybe we're thinking about different things. I'm referring to like you pull in the driveway and give a little beep beep to the guys sitting over at the chair that's watched you drive in.
So the person that you're going to get out of the car and then go say hi to anyway?
Yes.
Yeah, I would not do that.
Why
That's
do we
stupid.
do that?
I don't do that. I've never done that in my life.
I do that.
Why?
I don't know.
So
or like I'm leaving. People are watching me leave. I said goodbye to them. Hey, see ya. Yeah, okay, bye. Yeah, drive away. Beep beep. Why'd you do that?
I would never do that.
I've done it. I do it, and a lot of people do it.
This seems like a you problem.
No, but a lot of people do it, and I'm like, I'm not so much like thinking we shouldn't do it as much as I'm actually no, I am. We shouldn't be doing this.
I agree.
And I don't understand why we're doing it. I don't understand where it started. Where did it start?
Well, I took this originally as just like you see someone in a different car
I'll take that even. Why do we do that?
because you're trying to say like, hey,
Why?
why? Because it's you see someone you know in public. That's fun.
Who cares? It's not fun. It's awkward. No,
Really?
it's not that awkward, and it is.
If I saw you driving,
I would want you to say hi.
a red light.
I would want
across
you to
me,
say hi.
be like,
Okay.
I'd start by just like trying to just be like,
You would never be able to do that, by the way, because I would see you first.
okay.
My eyes are faster. Anyway, that's my why do people do that for the day, and I just.
Well, hold on. So people, I gotta finish this thought.
Go ahead.
You're trying to see you see someone, you know, the wave doesn't do it.
Yeah.
So then you want to like say, hey, but also you don't want people to think like you're mad at someone or you're honking like an angry honk. So the beep beep,
Sure.
that's like universally known as the friendly honk.
That's true. That's true. It is known as the friendly honk, and I do appreciate the friendly honk.
I appreciate that there's a difference between the two.
Yeah,
you know?
because when I'm behind somebody and the light turns green,
You hit that horn every single time.
but if I give it a little beep beep,
Right.
as to say like I'm
Hey,
not
it's okay.
mad. I'm not mad.
I'm not mad. I'm a little disappointed, but I'll
there.
get over it.
I've been there. Maybe you're
Look,
on your phone.
I get it. You're texting. It's important. It's an important thing to do while you're driving. But
Look, I've been there. Maybe you're texting. Maybe you just got caught looking at the guy next to you picking his nose. I
It's
don't
pretty
know.
funny. I'll admit it's funny. It's fun to watch. But let's just keep this line
Just
moving.
keep driving.
If we all work
Just
together,
keep driving.
I'm like 15 cars back. I want to make it during this cycle.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So let's just.
I do
keep it going.
appreciate that there's a differentiate.
You know what's fun is when you start the moment you start driving, you immediately turn into your dad. You ever notice that?
That is not true.
That's what happened to me. I light turned screen. I'm like, all right, let's all just work together now. Come on, come on, people. I don't talk to myself except for when I'm driving.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I talk to myself all day, every day.
Yeah, I don't. I'll start doing it all the time, or I guess talking to the other drivers, even though they can't hear me. You know,
Right.
like I pulled in front of someone, or I changed lanes in front of someone today, and it's like they had plenty of room. I wasn't cutting them off by any means, and yet she made it like a gesture.
Yeah.
For those of you listening, it was just like both hands in the air, like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, calm down, lady. You're fine."
Yeah.
You know. And I'm just like, why am I doing this? She can't hear me.
Yeah.
I don't do this anywhere else in life.
That's actually true. I don't do that. I don't talk to people without them being able to hear me anywhere else in life.
But you do it while you're driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do people do that?
You got
Why
a
do we do that?
double whammy this episode.
Where it's like, yeah, that's so true. It's like, go. What are you doing?
Go.
What are you doing?
I'll get really into it sometimes. You know, like, go, drive faster. Come on. It's like, all right, calm down.
I think we're done. We need to be done. We need to be done.
We need to be done before we stop doing the podcast forever.
Before we incriminate ourselves too about having illegal window tint.
Hey, man, I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
It was him.
I'm not responsible.
All right.
All right,
That's an
folks.
episode. You guys make it a good week. I mean, it's
have
Thursday,
been.
so
Have
hopefully it's been a
been.
good week. Make it a good Friday or whatever
We
day
have
this is.
been.
I'm gonna keep talking over you.
We have
Okay,
been.
you can do it now. Do it now.
We have been the recap.
The recap podcast.
What does that mean when people say that? We have been.
We have been. We
I mean,
are.
I guess it
we
makes
have been.
sense.
We are, and we will always be the recap podcast.
Let's say it at the same time.
We-
You say the first part. We'll say the recap podcast at the same time.
Wait. I'll say
Then
the first three, then you.
Yep. Then we'll
no,
close
okay.
and cut it.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
We have been. We are, and we will always be
The recap podcast.
Love you. Bye.